Hey guys, here we go. All right, it's been a while since you've had, something normal. So let's get started. We don't want to get too far behind. Um, I'm considering bumping all of your quiz and stuff to Thursday. So I'll catch you up on that in just a minute. All right, so we are doing 12.2, evaluating expressions. Okay, I'm going to explain how this goes. There's not a lot of notes to this because it mainly involves the adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing of the integers, positives and negatives and such. Okay, so that's what it's primarily going to be. So if there's any mistakes or confusion, it's probably going to be in that area. All you're doing today is substituting. So let's get started. All right. And I have to tell y'all, I'm going to send everyone a picture because my husband just made our cat a huge, cat condominium, plaything with all the boxes from Amazon deliveries that we've been having, cut holes and taped them all together. So I'm going to have to send all of y'all a picture because it is really cool. It's 2-story and everything. Okay, so back to this. Substitution. Okay, what is substitution? Is the process of replacing a variable. Okay, do y'all know what a variable is? What's a variable? We talked about it. It's a letter. So, it is the process of replacing a variable with a given value. And what they mean by replacing with a given value? A number. Okay? So substitution is where it's the process of where you're going to replace a letter with a number. And they're going to tell you, turn the Z into a 4, turn the X into a -3, etc., etc. The next thing is to evaluate. What does that mean? Okay, to evaluate an algebraic expression. I'll put 2. Evaluate an algebraic expression is to, y'all ready for this? Calculate the numerical value of the expression after substituting the given value. So to evaluate an algebraic expression is to calculate the numerical value of the expression after substituting the given value. Blah, 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 blah. You know what this means? Solve to get an answer. That's it. All of that blah, 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 blah. After you substitute, after you get a number, you just solve, get an answer, do your multiplying, stuff like that. That's it. That's a bunch of, dumb big words to basically say, get an answer. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's start doing examples. And seriously, I'm going to do a whole bunch of them with you, but I'm going to be setting you free sooner than you think because I want to go play with my cat. Okay, so for the first example, we're going to let x, I'm just right here, x is going to equal 3 y is going to equal negative 7, and z, remember I put that line there so that you know it's a z and not a 2, is going to be 11. See, all this algebra. All right, so the first example we're doing is going to be, this is not one of your problems, so don't worry, is z minus 5y. Z minus 5y. Okay, all you do, z equals 11. Minus, now you bring that minus down, don't get rid of it. Minus 5. And remember the 5 next to the letter, the number next to the letter, that means you're multiplying. So we're going to put in parentheses y is negative 7. Because we want to make sure that we're not, watch this, if I were to write this, what is that? That's subtraction, right? Adding, subtracting. That is multiplication. So since that 5 is right next to that letter, you're multiplying. So you better make sure you put those parentheses. Okay? Otherwise, you'll get a wrong answer. Okay, so now we solve. You substitute the numbers for the letters, and then you evaluate this right here. So what's first? Subtraction or multiplication? According to order of operations, you're subtracting first. Okay? Subtracting. You're multiplying first. So this is negative 5 times negative 7. Negative times a negative is a positive. So 11 plus 35. See? Negative 5 times negative 7 is positive 35. Bring down your 11. You add it, and you get 46. There's your answer. Okay? Go back. If you need to look at that again, some of my kids are like, well, where'd the subtraction sign go? That's not necessarily subtraction. That's negative. Negative 5 times negative 7 gives you positive 35. See how that changes? That's hard, I know. Okay, let's do another one. 2x cubed minus 2 times xz. So that's 2 times x cubed minus 2 times x times z. You got this, guys. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite it. X cubed. X is 3. So we're going to do 3 cubed. Minus, make sure you bring that over, 2 times, these are all multiplied together, so times, what's x? 3 times z, z is 11. Now 3 cubed, remember that means 3 times 3 times 3, 3 times itself 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. All right, so this is what's done first in our PEMDAS, or order of operations. So 2 times 27 minus, and I'm just going to rewrite this for now. We're doing step by step, but as far as order of operations, you've got to do your exponents first. Okay? Now we can work. 2, and we do multiplication first, and work left to right. 2 times 27 is 54, minus 2 times 3 times 11. Okay, now I'm going to work right here. Now, you can do it in 2 ways. You can sit there and say minus 2, negative 2, or you can just do it like this if you want. I'm going to do it like this. 2 times 3 times 11. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 11, what is that? 66. Bring down that subtraction, and 54. 54 minus 66, that's a positive, that's a negative. So then you subtract and take the sign of the largest digit, which is 66, so it's negative. Okay? Let's do some more. Yeah. I'm not going to do that. All right, let's get started. Let's go ahead. Those are some examples, but let's go ahead and do some straight from your problems. So examples, page 525. All right, so the first example we're going to do, we're going to start with 13. Okay, so for 13, the directions say evaluate, get an answer, each expression. Let n equal negative 4. Guys, that's in your directions. N equals negative 4. Okay, so 13 is 5n plus 11. Well, in the directions of n equals negative 4, we're going to replace that n with negative 4. 5 and the n are multiplying, so I'm going to write it like this. All right, what's 5 times negative 4? Positive times a negative is a negative, so I have negative 20 plus 11. Negative 20 plus 11, those are two different signs, a negative and a positive, so we're going to subtract. You get 9 and take the sign of the largest digit. 20 is the largest, it's negative. There we go. All right, let's do 15. 16 minus 3n. All right, we're multiplying that 3 and that n. Okay, so the directions say n is negative 4. So 16 minus 3 times negative 4. Okay? Now, when you're multiplying this, you kind of want to do negative times negative, and that's going to give you a positive. So, I mean, you don't have to, but you'll see why. It's better to do it like this. Negative 3 times negative 4. Negative times a negative is a positive. 3 times 4 is 12. So 16 plus 12. 16 plus 12 is 28. Okay? All right. 17. 64 minus n. N is negative 4, so watch what I'm doing. We're going to bring down that negative sign. You better make sure you bring that down. And then I'm going to put negative 4 in parentheses because of that negative. Negative and a negative is whenever you have that negative and negative, it turns to a positive. So 64 plus 4, that gives you 68. Okay, let's do some more. Look at 19. Okay, this time they're saying j equals 3, k equals negative 6, m equals 10. Okay, so 19 is m plus 3k. All right, that's multiplication, right? Okay, so, and that's an m, so m is 10, so we're going to substitute that m for the 10, plus, they're multiplying, so 3 times k is negative 6. That's a positive 3 times a negative 6. Positive times a negative is a negative. So then I have, what's 6 times 3? 18. So 10 minus 18. Positive and a negative, you subtract and take the sign of the largest, which is 18, so it's negative. 21. Okay, y'all should start pausing these videos to see if you can do it on your own before it's too late. All right, so we have j times m plus 7. Pause your video, see if you can figure this out, and then come back and check. All right, j is 3, and they're multiplying, so I'm going to put 3 in parentheses and m in parentheses, plus 7. All right, they're multiplying, so you got to make sure you're still multiplying both of those. So what do we do first, the plus 7 or the multiplying? Do multiplying, so 3 times 10 is 30, plus 7, and you get 37. Hopefully, y'all are getting it right. All right, 23. K squared plus 5. Okay, our k is negative 6. So negative 6 squared plus 5. All right, that negative 6 squared, that's the same as negative 6 times negative 6. Negative times negative is a positive. 6 times 6 is 36. So that's 36 plus 5. 36 plus 5 is 41. Okay, remember that. That's negative 6 squared, or to the exponent of 2. And that means that that number is times itself that many times, like this. Remember last time, it was 3 cubed. By the way, you can put that 3 on the outside or inside it. It doesn't matter at this point, as long as you know what that means, okay? And that means 3 times itself 3 times, like this is negative 6 times itself twice. Negative times a negative, positive. Okay? All right, let's do 25. J squared plus k. All right, j is 3. So 3 squared plus k. Oops, see, notice I brought down my plus sign. That's okay. K is negative 6, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in parentheses. All right, 3 squared. That is the same as saying 3 times itself 2 times. So 3 times 3 is 9 plus negative 6. All right, that's a positive and negative. We subtract. You subtract, which is 3, and take the sign of the largest digit. Largest digit is 9, and it's positive. There you go. I'm going to keep going to get y'all good and ready for this. 27. 3 times j times k plus 7. You need to pause the video. Try to do this on your own and then see if you get the right answer. Okay, these are all multiplying. So I'm going to do parentheses 3 times in j, and j in the directions was 3. And still doing parentheses because we want to make sure we multiply. K is negative 6. And then plus 7. Okay, we got a lot of multiplying to do first before we do that adding 7. So I'm going to work left to right. 3 times 3 is what? 9. I'm rewriting my problem. 9, positive 9 times negative 6. Okay, positive times a negative is a negative always. 9 times 6 is 54. Plus 7, rewriting my problem. A negative plus a positive. When the signs are different, we subtract. So 54 minus 7 is 47. And we take the sign of the largest digit, which is negative. All right, 29. Last one, boys and girls. K divided by J. When it looks like a fraction, that means you're dividing. Minus 15. All right, K, negative 6. Negative 6 over J, which is 3. Minus 15. Okay, this is a minus or a negative, but either way, and this is division. Which do you do first? Order of operations, we divide. So negative 6, and negative divided by a positive is a negative. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So negative 2 minus 15. Boys and girls, that is a negative 15. You can rewrite it like this. Same thing. Same thing. So if the signs are the same, we add and keep the sign. So 2 plus 15 is 17, and a negative and negative, when you're adding and subtracting, it keeps the sign. Okay? All right. So if you have questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. I am all yours. Okay? All yours. You're going to be doing page 525. You're going to be doing numbers. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, you're going to just be doing 14 through 30 even. I believe that's 9 problems. I think you can handle it. Please contact me if you have questions. I will talk you through it. Or if you're like, Miss Rogers, I don't even know if I'm doing this right. Your parents are very smart, but if they are annoyed with you, let me handle you. Because, see, I'm not seeing you every day, so I'm not getting annoyed. Okay, I'm just kidding, guys. This is going to be due Wednesday. And like I said, I'm moving your stuff. IXL, I'm going to move it to do Thursday. And I'm going to move your quiz to Thursday. Okay? How about that? I'm moving it over one day. All right? Does that sound fair? Gives you some more time to practice and study. All right. If you need anything, let me know. Talk to y'all later. Bye.